People have been saying that Ryan Garcia has been kind of losing his mind. People are saying that he's having a mental breakdown. Some people are speculating that he's on drugs. There is stuff that people that even love him could tell there's something going on. So when I saw him go on this Andrew Tate thing, he explains that they tied him down and made him watch behavior. And Andrew's response was, be careful where you're going. I am terrified for this man.
The undefeated world champion in 2 weight classes, Devin Haney, has agreed to fight with compatriot Ryan Garcia. Lomachenko, Haney faced the strong but not the most tactically savvy Regis Prograis, and once again unraveled his opponent by a decision. And now another media opponent has finally appeared on the horizon. Disappointed with the outcome of the fight in the first round, though, experts don't share this optimism. Leaked footage shows a very young Ryan Garcia thoroughly testing Devin Haney's jaw. And then, like a bolt from the blue, came the announcement of the star-studded fight. Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. Stars are aligning in agreement. This fight will undoubtedly be the most high-profile bout of the year.
I'm so excited to see that fight. Super excited because, you can see all the situation what Ryan Garcia have right now. So I don't know if it's like a strategy or not, but we'll see. I hope that he'll turn in good way to make an amazing fight with Haney.
What does the public expect from Haney in a fight against Garcia? Haney doesn't need to change anything in his game plan. His main task is to never stay in one place and continue to change attack angles as he did in previous fights. Devin will definitely not act as the aggressor, instead waiting for Garcia to carelessly close the distance, looking up for his uppercut. At the moment, Haney will deliver a fast hook that will quickly cool down the king, forcing him to slow down and often resort to tight defense. After that, Devin just needs to lure him out and not force the fight until a 7th or 8th round. With this strat, he is capable of taking the fight by decision. And what does the public actually expect from Garcia? As always, a barrage of jabs and feints in the first round. We definitely won't see any cool-headedness. Ryan insists that he can knock Devin out in the first 3 minutes, and looking at his past fights and the conclusions he's made, there's no doubt he'll start throwing hooks at his opponent for the first seconds. It sometimes seemed that Garcia could even shake the tank, but the far more experienced opponent waited out the entire range of attacks and quickly put him on the ground. So this time, Ryan needs to work smarter with the distance and not try to close his opponent too soon. And frustratingly, it's exactly this style of aggressive punching that the undefeated Haney, who will definitely want to provoke Ryan and make him throw twice as often, has always perfectly countered. Let's talk now a little about Haney's and Garcia's style. Ryan is a pronounced counterpuncher. This guy knows and loves to work as the second number, using his phenomenal speed to meet his opponents with attacks. Garcia's main feature is that he acts not as a standard puncher, launching one sharp and hard punch at his opponent, but throws a combination, maintaining speed and power qualities throughout the length of the series of hits. The most dangerous weapon of the Flash is his left hook and uppercut, which he has caught opponents off with multiple times, adding to them a right hook. If Ryan fails to hit a clinch, he immediately follows the series, disarming the opponent and giving a chance to start over. What's even more interesting, this young talent often neglects the jab, only occasionally incorporating it into his arsenal. A distinctive feature of Haney is his precise work on opponents' mistakes. He knows how to work aggressively as the leading fighter and break down an opponent from defense. Devin has repeatedly demonstrated boxing intelligence, speed, and adaptation to the opponent's style in the ring. Being a higher-class boxer, Devin can adjust to absolutely any development from the fight, which will be a huge plus for him in the confrontation with Garcia. A very interesting fight for boxing. The boxers publicly met for the first time and unexpectedly poured a lot of hatred onto each other.
Getting to you. I told you you're gonna feel some fear, right? Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I tell you you're gonna feel some fear you ain't felt? Don't you no.
Clearly, Garcia has issues with tactics and defense, but suddenly Floyd Mayweather appears in Ryan's life, who has a notable disdain for Devin Haney.
So leave me in the dark, swimming with the sharks. Dope boy, big calm, still the biggest boss. Got a kilo on the place and I'm on the freight.
Floyd publicly commented on the potential fight, adding a ton of buzz to the boxing community.
It all depends. I mean, because, it's up to them two. Still a big money fight.
Huge.
It was a hell of a fight. First fight. Like I said, it was a minor setback, but a major comeback in his last fight.
Right.
Hot back, made some millions, enjoying life, living life. That's what it's about.
Garcia, who was always seen as the underdog by boxing experts, suddenly gains the status of the favorite in this confrontation after Floyd's authoritative opinion, significantly boosting Ryan's confidence. King Garcia literally felt like Floyd Mayweather and started doing dirty things. He posted a video where, even as amateurs, he beats Devin Haney in sparring. After that, Ryan didn't calm down and went further. Floyd Mayweather shared a video with his new friend where Gervonta Davis is mocking Devin. This video suddenly and accidentally leaked online from Ryan Garcia's Instagram. Even Gervonta himself commented.
It's probably like 100 people, 100 or 200 people in there. The gym one probably like 100. So we get in there, boom, Floyd in my ear. Floyd actually in the ring.
Yeah.
So nobody ain't say this. If Floyd do an interview or anything, like he hear this interview here, he'll tell you that he was actually in the ring while we was sparring, while me and Devin was sparring. He was grabbing my arms like, while I'm trying to punch Devin, he was grabbing my arm like, nah. Like he'll push me on the ropes and everything while me and Devin sparring. Like,
Right.
But it was like, it was more so of back and forth, and then once I got tired, then it was like a little, like he picked up a little bit, but it was nothing like crazy, like
Right.
boom, boom, boom. Like I don't even talk about. I caught him in the sparring match and almost knocked him out. Like Adrian jumped in the ring and like, no, it's over.
The entire community was stirred up and expressed extreme dissatisfaction towards Garcia. Orion himself realized that he had acted dirtily and began to justify himself by claiming his Instagram was hacked. However, this is rather hard to believe given that Garcia has been playing this game for quite some time.
Pretty intense things. I understand what they are and I understand what they look like. But I'm coming back to announce I'm not going to speak on any other topic other than boxing, sports, and my fight.
His attempts to excuse himself were weak, and everyone noticed issues with Ryan's mentality.
It's not about religion. It's a relationship with God. It's a relationship with Jesus.
Everybody thinks this guy is crazy right now, but this man is just spitting the truth about what's going on in this world right now.
Clearly, radical changes in style, changing the coaching staff and the departure of the main coach, and disagreements with the promoter have broken Ryan. Garcia himself assures everyone that he's fine.
You know, it's very clear to me that, you know, they're backing this guy to beat me just like they thought, was going to beat me. He was the next Filipino star. They say he's the next Mexican star. You know what, I put everything into this fight. For the first time, I'm extremely committed in a long time. 2021 was one of the times it kind of broke me. 2022, changed me. 2023 opened my eyes. I'm about to come back for everything. I'm just laser and I'm laser focused. That's where my confidence is. Shout out my mom.
However, the public speaks out about Garcia's mental health issues, which was also highlighted by Haney himself.
Ryan was at the motherfucking press conference drunk as a skunk, but hopefully, he get it together before April 20th, and I'm gonna have him punch drunk on that day. Ryan has not changed since the amateurs. He's been fighting the same way. He's been of course he got bigger, stronger, but if you look at his amateur fights or old amateur fights, he's been doing the same thing. So I know how to beat Ryan. Even though our first fight was when he was at 10 years old, our last fight was when we were 16. He hasn't really changed much.
Devin's father also commented on this matter.
Ryan's whole game is to be a distraction. I think that he's King Distraction right now instead of King Ryan, and he thinks that that's going to either bring attention or relax us, so to speak. He's saying that I'm going to stop it. We're going to have to look for Henry or his wife to get in the ring to stop it. That's how I look at it.
Is it getting annoying at all?
Initially, I think I was slightly irritated by it, and I think that as we keep seeing more and more antics, I was more so irritated to the point that I didn't know whether to be sympathetic for him or to bash him publicly. As time went on, I choose bash him publicly. He's a fraud. He's faking. He's not who he's saying he is. He's not going through all those things. He's just trying to be a distraction to the fight, and it's not working. Come April 20th, he's gonna be beat up and bloody.
Even Saul expressed his concern about Garcia's condition, to which Ryan again used excuses.
He's crazy. I tell Ryan Garcia before he signed, hey, just be careful. And
whether it was a promotional stunt to hype up the fight remains unknown, but the New York State Athletic Commission, where the fight with Devin Haney is set to take place, became interested in Ryan's behavior and wanted the boxer to undergo a psychiatric evaluation before allowing him to fight. The reason being Garcia's social media posts. This infuriated Ryan, who believes his freedom of speech is being violated. On the night before the first official weigh-in, Ryan went live on Insta, threatening Haney's team with retaliation for trash talk and stating that this fight would elevate him to a new level. Interestingly, Ryan consumed alcohol on camera during the live stream the night before the weigh-in.
Hey, I'm gonna take a toast to all the haters. Empty, drank it all myself.
During the official face-off, after the weigh-in, huge animosity happened. Even hatred was apparent between them. Among the questions raised during Haney and Garcia's press tour across two cities were about Garcia's physical condition. Haney is undoubtedly ready. Last year was significant for Haney, the 2023 Fighter of the Year according to Sports Illustrated. The 140-pound division defeated then title holder Regis Prograis. At 25, Haney is at the peak of his fighting career. Garcia's performance in 2023 was more ambiguous. His fight against Gervonta Davis in April of last year was a high-profile success, but ended with Garcia's defeat after a devastating body shot in the 7th round. In December, Garcia made a comeback, defeating Oscar Duarte by knockout in the 8th round in his first fight with coach Derek James, but he had several shaky moments along the way. The features of becoming champions. Haney is a man who landed in a very convenient era, where Lomachenko showed weakness and initiated a transition period, while Gervonta has not yet advanced in the rankings to the position of the top contender. Of course, Devin is a quality boxer. He's good at counterpunching, has excellent distance control with his jab due to his reach and sharp movement, and it's not so easy to land a punch on the American. His movement is not perfect, and Haney feels insecure at close range. Plus, he lacks versatility and stamina, which is critically important when fighting Vasily. Compared to the ideal form of Lomachenko or even Gervonta, he's just a good boxer but not a top-level opponent. When it comes to Ryan, it's difficult to find worthy opponents of the top level throughout the career. Yeah, he has performed well in recent fights, but even to an amateur, it's clear that Garcia has many aspects that play a crucial role in the fight. Although he knocked out Gamble, he faced huge problems in defense and fighting style. Later in the fight with Tank, Ryan tried to use an absolutely identical tactic. After being knocked down by Gervonta Davis, Ryan got up and continued to do exactly the same thing. He tried to fight on the initiative, but not seeing much aggression from Davis, Garcia again started working at his own pace, and he managed to take a few rounds into his account. As it later turned out, Gervonta intentionally gave up the initiative to deliberately expose more gaps in Ryan's defense. Even if Garcia hadn't been knocked out, his strength and energy would definitely not have been enough to simply box all 12 rounds at the same pace and enjoy a competitive fight. Another problem that has definitely surfaced is Garcia's psychological aspect. Team Haney insists on a psychological evaluation of Garcia and ensures everyone that this fight for Devin will be even easier than the fight with Prograis. Devin's father also expressed his opinion about Garcia's incompetence.
I mean, I don't know where the animosity came with a bullshit plan. He says he's from, and he was in the penitentiary, and you know, he keep making these references back to the penitentiary, where some things that if you've really been in the penitentiary, you just don't bring up. The alien still seems to think that he can highlight that and somehow give off the image that he's doing something for the people. Well, no, he hasn't. You know what I mean? It's lucky that he has mended his same thing with my good brother right here, Ryan Garcia, and the brown people, but definitely everything that he's done hasn't represented me or what my people stand for.
Devin himself supported his father's opinion and also made disparaging remarks about Garcia. Now, it's Devin's team that is leading the psychological warfare. The boxer himself cleverly parried Ryan's rope jumps. Later, Haney will sharpen his focus on Garcia's left hand and assure viewers that in their fight, Ryan won't be able to land his renowned left hook. Ryan himself didn't react to the opponent's taunts at all. On the contrary, he arrived at the press conference surrounded by models. After the conference, Garcia posted a video in which he trains his right hook. On April 20th in Brooklyn, Haney and Garcia plan not only to have a good fight and determine the strongest, but also fill their bank accounts. Oscar de la Hoya hinted that Ryan expects to receive no less than $30 million for the showdown with Devin. As for the fight with Davis, and in case of victory, double the fee. Even before the fight was announced, blogger Ray Jackson reported that Haney was offered a guaranteed purse of $10 million for the fight with Garcia, but he refused and demanded double the amount. Consider that the fight will take place on April 20th. It can be said that the parties managed to reach an agreement, and it's not yet known exactly how much Haney and Garcia will receive, but there is a serious excitement surrounding the fight. Tickets for the fight are on sale, with the most expensive seat priced at $9,445. The PPV price is not disclosed yet, but the broadcast of Garcia and Davis's battle, and it's unlikely that the price for the coming showdown will be lower. On April 20th, we will be awaiting a top-notch fight, which comes with a history of conflicts. Recently, there have been concerns about Garcia. He talks about the mysterious conspiracies like Bohemian Grove, and claims that he knows who killed the rapper Tupac. Friends, what are your thoughts on this fight, and do you see who your favorite is among the boxers? Leave your opinions in the comments and subscribe to our channel. Bye.